I'm not sure whether to laugh or cry. But I had to check out my father's recycling, so I was going through his old newspapers for this last week and was shocked to see this. Why are schools giving children as young as 2 books telling them they can change gender? Obviously, this is all part of New World Order, but I also think it's also part of the demonic agenda. The demons, the dark forces are trying to destroy humanity and stop them returning to the divine. And what wonderful thing could the demonic do? It could make someone feel that the gender that the divine source, God, has given you is wrong, that God made a mistake. Very weird, very strange, and I'm quite concerned about what's happening to these poor little children. You know, I would have thought maybe at first a book such as this, are you a boy or are you a girl? I would have thought, oh, maybe that will help a child understand their, gender, very good. But what if it starts going on about whether you're a girl but really you're a boy? Very, very strange thing to be giving to children at such a young age, causing confusion, again, demonic. Trying to ruin a child's sexuality, again, demonic, because, this is what the demons like. They come through the sexual center and try and corrupt that, which is why we have so many sexual problems in this world. And I was reading, where is it? This one here, Jacob's School Play, starring he, she, and they. And this little book's all about, what annoys me is it's done out like Snoopy cartoons. And Snoopy was my favourites when I was a kiddie. It's not exactly the same, but you can see there's like, it's kind of like it. But Jacob's School Play is all about how Jacob goes and meets a non-binary child, which again sounds to me non-binary, demonic, demon inside. And they're saying that this little Ari, this non-binary child, wants to be known as they. Well, the book's about how little Jacob's confused about this, so the teacher explains it all. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it. But to me, they, people that want to be known as they, because they've got many personalities inside themselves, possession, demonic possession. Right, so Jacob meets a non-binary child called Ari who likes to be known as they. Jacob is confused by this, but his teacher, Miss Reeves, explains to him that it comes down to who you are inside. From the outside, we can't see who anybody is on the inside, so we have to trust them when they tell us. And the book ends with Jacob telling Mrs. Reeves that he is glad Ari is a they because they know who they are. Do they? They, many personalities. They, many demonic forms inside them. Knowing who you are, okay, we are, as I've been talking about with the Gurdjieff work, many different eyes within us, many different personalities. And we're trying to bring that essence out. And that's something that demonic will definitely try to do, try to confuse all the different eyes and the different personalities, the lower forms of ourselves. Doesn't want us to reach our essence. And what better way to do that than to start off with little kids, get them all confused as to what they really are. It's just, I want to laugh, but at the same time, it's really scary that this is happening. This demonic agenda is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. That's because this is the end time and they're pulling out all stops to try and destroy humanity and stop humanity returning to the divine. I know many people have poo-poo this video. How dare she be so non-woke? But, these woke people are just not awake. They're being, demonized into thinking that how can people change their gender? Very weird. Right, anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Try and make sure your little babies aren't reading these kind of books. Keep them on the straight and narrow. Watch out for the demons.